Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need: Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to Bakersfield, California, for the Kern County Raceway here tonight. The Checkered Flag Auto Supply SK Modified Series is back here on a Thursday night to bring you some more of that short track racing action. Round number 7 here tonight in California after last week's, circle track at the Oxford Plains Speedway, where Jeff Aho was able to pick up his first career victory with the series. Will he be able to go back-to-back, or will it be somebody new again here tonight as the points championship is starting to take shape? TJ Elaine along with Jeff Aho sitting 1 and 2, the 2 rookies outweighing the 2 veterans of Joshua Buckley and Rob Higgins in the championship standings. We'll find out here tonight which one of these drivers are able to hold those top spots and who will be on the outside looking in. Let's take a look here at the Makoni Setup Shop starting lineup here tonight at the Kern County Raceway. And, TJ Elaine. He'll start P number 1. To his outside, car number 17, that'll be Chad Allcares. Then you find the number 81 of Ken Allen scheduled to roll from the 3rd position. Bradley Steffen in car number 89, sitting back into the 4th spot, making his first start. And then it's going to be Rex Hoyle, car number 54, back into the 5th spot. He's back this week. How about Joshua Buckley, the number 13 MA? He'll roll from 6th. And there he is, last week's winner, car number 21, Jeff Aho. And the driver of car number 40, the Higgins Hill Racing entry, Rob Higgins, he'll snack into the Slim Jim starting into the 8th spot. Dwayne Hopkins in the 00 will start from 9th. Well, how about Aiden Elvecchione? He's back here tonight, race fans. Aiden will roll from 10th. 11th tonight will be the Bachelor. That'll be car number 83. That'll be Kevin Batchelor. Back into what is looking like the 12th position here tonight, Brian Neff in the number 06. He'll start from 12th. 13th on the call will be Steve McCormick in car number 70. He'll roll from 13th, while Brandon Feedy in car number 38 will go 14th. 15th will be Brian Bianchi in the 14 MA with Mike Tasher in car number 33, rolling from 16th. 17th here tonight, that'll go Luke Logan, Alan car number 60, while Jeremy Watkins in the number 55 will start 18th. 19th, Derek Dawson, car number 72, and then Doyle Lowrance. Looks like he will miss the call here tonight. That's your starting lineup, brought to us by our friends over at Makoni Setup Shop. If you like tonight's setup, there's one place to get it. That is the Makoni Setup Shop. Red Light Racing thanks them for their continued support and the great setups on Thursday evenings. Ready to go 100 laps here tonight. The distance, it'll be TJ Lane. Chad Allcare's on the front row. They'll lead us here into the restart zone. Green flag is up, and oh, a big moment there for the number 70. That was Steve McCormick. McCormick will hang on, but he'll lose a ton of positions on the opening drop of the green flag here tonight. Everybody chasing the number 51, TJ Lane. He'll lead lap number 1. As TJ Lane leads lap number 1. A big battle back here. Brian Neff in there. Looks like Kevin Batchelor, Steve McCormick, Brian Bianchi. I believe that was Mike Tashrow to the outside. They were 3 wide and trying to go more back here about the mid-pack. Batchelor down to the inside of the number 83, Brian Neff. Last week having a really good run there. You see him in the black and yellow entry, the 06. Last week inside the top 3 all night long, and then unfortunately a freak accident. We told you it looked like something broke in the sim rig, and it's exactly what happened. His wheel just having a little bit of a, we'll call it a glitch. Right now, Brian Neff back into the 12th position, currently trying to run down the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Feeney was able to pick up 3 spots on the opening 5 laps here tonight. There's the Feeney call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney, the driver out of Ontario, Canada. He's sitting 11th, just behind the fan favorite. He has won 3 fan favorites, well, we'll call them championships in a row. Voted on by his peers, his drivers. That is the 271 of Aidan Alvecchione, who is currently sitting into the 10th position. There you see the 271 running about that middle groove through the corners. Tonight we're going to see multiple grooves come in here. As you see, multiple drivers have a chance to win this one so far here in the opening portions of this one. One driver having a little problems. Caution lights are going to come on as the number 83 of Kevin Batchelor. He'll swing it around. He'll get the Phoenix Performance entry back pointed into the right direction, but that is the first caution flag of the evening here, flying on lap number 8. Take a look what happened to the number 83. There you see him. He was running in the 13th position. Bianchi just trying to get to the inside there. And oh no, it looks like just lifted out of the throttle. He lifted out of the throttle and Bianchi was right there. Right on board with our onboard camera, brought to us courtesy of the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. So just a little contact there, and around goes the 83. No harm, no foul, really. Going to lose just a handful of positions here. But it could have been way, way worse. So Batchelor will... Looks like he's being scored 19th here. The only driver to not make the call to the starting lineup here to take the green flag, the driver out of Spring, Texas, the Raven Graphics number 7 Doyle Lowrance. Lowrance back there in the 7 car, being scored in 20th. Unfortunately, Doyle not going to make it here tonight. That's one of the busiest men I've ever known. Doyle not only doing paints here on iRacing, but also working in his local hospital. He's got a busy life. Another guy that has a busy job. Well, there you see the yellow and white machine. And that is Rob Higgins. Rob Higgins not only teaches the youth, he also helps at the family auto supply store. Of course, that's the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. And of course, he has his little hillside farm, the Higgins Hill Farms. Number 40 there, you see him. I was told he has the best farm-to-table eggs. And no, they're not good for throwing them at me. They're good for eating. Lights are out on our iRacing.com pace car here tonight, so we're ready to go back racing. It'll be 11 laps in the books here out of the 100 scheduled tonight here at the Kern County Raceway. It'll be TJ Lane, Chad Allcares, Ken Allen, The top 3 drivers, green flag back into the air. We're racing again here in California. TJ Lane going to come down the back straightaway with a, well, he had the lead momentarily. Then the 17 of All Cares in the all orange and white entry here tonight. How about a new paint scheme for Chad All Cares? And he's got the top spot. That's on by at the line. It was the number 17 of Chad All Cares. So All Cares trying to run away and hide. Now you got the 2 team cars, the Toadcast entries. There you see TJ down to the bottom, Bradley to the outside. Which one's going to come out in the corner? One driver into the outside wall. That was the 81, the Oscar Mayer. Number 81 of Ken Allen. Just getting up out of the groove out of turn number 2. Got it into the outside retaining wall with the right side of that modified here tonight. Everybody trying to single file themselves out, getting the long run pace. There's 2 drivers working the outside groove here. That is Rob Higgins in the number 40. And oh, I was just about to talk about the 00 of Dwayne Hopkins. There you see him last week. A lot of speed running inside the top 5 all night long. Right now, buried outside the top 10. He's back into the 13th position, and him just tagging the outside wall there is not going to help his cause. Tags the wall just a little bit that time again out of turn number 2. Just a kiss that time. As you see Brian Neff working to the inside. He'll get around him. Here comes Steve McCormick. Look at Kevin Batchelor. He's rebounded. He went from 19th all the way to 16th already here in the first 2 laps back to green flag racing. So with Chad All Cares out front, leaving the 2 team cars to battle there for that second and third position. There's also a battle back here. There's the 72. That's Rick Doss down to the inside. To the outside of him, that is Jeremy Watkins. Watkins will take the long way around, but he made the pass. So Watkins up to running 18th. Rick back to running into the 19th position. Take a look here at the leaders. There you see them all under a blanket. Bradley Stephan back there into the 3rd position in car number 89, making his first ever career start here with the series. A team car to the number 51. You've seen him run up front a lot this year. That is TJ Elaine. Then you got Ken Allen, and how about the veteran? The old fox of the group. There he is, Rex Hoyle. Rex has been racing, not only sim racing, but real life racing since, well, I can tell you, race fans, a lot of us weren't even born yet. Rex has been able to pick up 5 career wins here with the tour on a Thursday night. This is his 100th start here with the series. A lot of superstitions out there in the world of racing when it comes to milestone, starts. You got start 100, start 200, 300, and so on. So a milestone could be set here tonight on start number 100 for Rex Hoyle. Series here on Thursday night has had 11 seasons leading up to our 12th season here tonight. The driver who has had the most starts, he is running all the way back here. Right there he is, actually, in the 6th position. Joshua Buckley here tonight making start 152. So we've had at least 152 races here on a Thursday evening. Battle here for the race lead. Here comes the 51. TJ Elaine down to the bottom side. He'll try to make the move. Not going to be able to. He'll squeeze back up in line. Here comes Ken Allen. Allen to go to the bottom. Oh, contact, and around goes the number 81. The 81 of Ken Allen going to go around down to turn 1. They will bring out the second caution flag of the evening. A little contact there inside the top 5. So as the caution lights are on for the second time here tonight, let's take a gander. Let's take a look. Watch the 81 of Allen. He'll try to duck out of line and go into the inside. Right front, left rear, going to spin the 81 around. No real hard contact, just enough contact to get the car upset going into the corner. Watch it right off the right front here. Great camera angle brought to us by our friends at Checkered Flying Auto Supply. Just enough contact there to spin the 81. So the second time we've seen the pesky pace car out there tonight. A little early. These drivers do have one set of Hoosier Racing tires down there on pit road. A little early for that. You might see it maybe around the halfway point here tonight if these drivers are feeling like they're losing a little bit of that advantage they have with those big old tires. Maybe see them come to pit road. Brian Bianchi, there you see the yellow numbers on that car, 1-4, that's right. It's the Colony Tire and Service Center, Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, number 14MA of Brian Bianchi. He's been able to pick up 8 spots since we went green flag racing here tonight. Him and Brandon Feeney. Feeney's been able to pick up 6th. He's just one position back there. So Brian and Brandon running 7th and 8th currently here. Not quite halfway. Still about 20 laps away from the halfway portion of this race. So a lot of racing left to go. Driver that is running shotgun to the field right now. That is the number 81, Ken Allen. He has lost 16. Yes, that is a 1 and a 6. I'm telling you, race fans, sometimes numbers and math is hard. Ready to go, doubling them back up. It'll be Chad Allcares to the outside, TJ Elaine to the inside here on the front row. They'll lead us back. It'll be 31 laps officially completed here tonight at the Kern County Raceway. iRacing.com safety car will make its way to the safety of pit road off turn 4. It's in the hands of your race leader, TJ Elaine. Let's see. There we go, an even start. Everybody looking pretty good here coming down the front straightaway to turn number 1. Can Chad Allcares get the outside to roll? He did it last time. Can he do it once again? The tire's a little bit older this time, though. TJ Elaine going to try to roll the bottom side, get the turn off the corner. It'll be TJ Elaine at the line when they come by there, so 1 lap back to green flag racing. And this time, the inside. Oh, Allcares into the wall, and he'll break. Jeff Aho, Brandon Feeney, nowhere to go. It's the melee, the big one on the back straightaway. Big one on the back straightaway. A handful of drivers caught up in that one. Brian Neff. Looks like the 33, Mike Taschereau, also involved. It all started with the number 17 of Chad Allcares getting up into the wall. Watch the 17 here. Up into the wall. And nowhere for everybody to go. Brian Bianchi goes spinning. Jeff Aho, Aiden Alvecchio, and Kevin Batchelor. Rob Higgins got damaged as he rolled away. Wow, look at the 70 there. Steve McCormick threads the needle. Terrible luck there for the 81. Also involved Ken Allen. See Hopkins in the 00. He's got some front end damage to that car. Watch this. Riding on board here with Steve McCormick. Didn't even touch a thing. Some drivers not as lucky. Here's Brian Neff. Oh, hard contact there. That was the 55 of Jeremy Watkins. Tonight's track here at Kern County, a very fast one. On a little love tap there as Brian was trying to get his machine back rolling. So multiple drivers getting wrapped up in that one. Joshua Buckley, Jeremy Watkins, Brian Bianchi, Ken Allen, Rick Doss, Chad Allcares, Brandon Feeney, Luke Logan Allen, Jeff Aho, Mike Tashiro, Dwayne Hopkins. I can tell you that's exactly half the racing field wrapped up in one incident. We're coming back racing here, though. About 37 laps in the books here. A couple cars not making it back out to the green flag. Green flag into the air. We'll race them once again. This time, the two team cars to the front here. Stefan to the outside. Elaine to the inside. And they got the wily veteran right there behind them. Rex Hoyle ready to pounce if they make a mistake. There you see the two leaders out in front here tonight running side by side. 10 laps away from halfway. Is it going to be the inside lane or the outside lane? A great run by the number 89 that time out of 4, but a great run this time down in 1 and 2 there for TJ Elaine. Now here comes the number 54, Rex Hoyle. He is going to try to take the inside advantage. Going to slip off 4, though. That will give the advantage back to the number 89 of Stefan. The 70 of Steve McCormick trying to hang on here. Looks like he's going to lose the battle to the number 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. Vecchione inside the top 5 here tonight after qualifying back into the 10th spot. So Aiden going in the right direction. Aiden's going in the right direction, but Steve McCormick now all of a sudden find himself a little sideways that time off 4. He'll hang on to it. Kevin Batchelor got a little worried, got out of the throttle. It allowed McCormick to funnel back into line into the 6th position. Here comes Brian Neff. He'll take a peek in the entry to turn 3. Nothing there, funnels back in. Some of the drivers that were wrapped up in that wreck are back out onto the raceway. There you see Brian Bianchi, Joshua Buckley. They're back there running 9th and 10th. They are the highest drivers. Actually, sorry, the highest driver that was involved is Brian Neff. He's running in 8th. These two drivers had a little more contact, a little more damage. They're back running just behind them. 9th and 10th. Then it's Ken Allen and Jeremy Watkins are running 11th and 12th. And Rick Doss, there you see him, car number 72. He's the last car on the lead lap here. A couple of the cars out there tonight sounding like a bunch of blind plumbers banging on some pipes. Back to the front, 3-car, a little bit of a breakaway as we approach halfway. 3 laps from the halfway point. TJ Elaine out front here tonight, the Toadcast podcast. TJ Elaine's making his 7th start here with the series. Finished inside the top 10 5 times so far this season, picking up 2 wins. And we talked about it earlier. He has the points championship lead coming in. So those 2 wins got him a little bit of an advantage over Jeff Aho. And Jeff Aho tonight is not feeling too hot because there he is in the number 21. He's not going to get a good points night finish out of this one. He is running 17th currently, 12 laps down behind the race leaders. So tonight he'll want to forget and get back here tonight at Kern County. I'm sure TJ Elaine will absolutely love it. Battle here for the 5th position as Aiden Alvecchione has moved himself up into 4th. He's having an excellent run here tonight. Rob Higgins is sitting there into the 5th spot. He's got Steve McCormick, though, breathing down his neck with Kevin Batchelor and Brian Neff. A lot of good racing. Oh, one follows the other. McCormick into the wall. Batchelor into the wall. Neff with a little kiss. Neff looking to the inside here in the 0-6. I know Bachelor thought he was going to cross over the 0-6. Got a little snap loose. Got to stay away from that outside wall. It does not make you fast, I can tell you that. One driver to the outside there off the pace. That is the number 60 of Luke Logan Allen. So he'll do the gentleman thing. He'll move up out of the race leader's way. Brian Bianchi trying to roll back in this group of cars that are just out ahead of him. And that's McCormick and Higgins again side by side. McCormick to the outside, Higgins to the inside, and it looks like it's going to work out there. Steve McCormick inside the top 5 after the halfway flags are shown. So a good run here by a lot of these drivers, especially Aiden Alvecchio, the driver who is not only one of the commentators here on iRacing, he also sits behind the wheel of that number 271 as he's inside the top 5 here tonight. Aiden's Army usually showing up in force out there in the chat. They always pull for the youngster. At one point, Aiden was the youngest driver here in the series. Well, he is no longer the youngest driver with the series. Of course, that goes to Luke Logan Allen. See the battle, though. Here comes number 70 of McCormick. He'll try to get to the inside. Brian Neff just behind them. He's trying to get to the inside of Rob Higgins, and a big slide that time off the corner. No power up underneath. The number 70 is Steve McCormick. He'll lose the battle with Aiden Alvecchio. Now fall. Oh! A little bit of a snap wiggle there for the 0-6 of Brian Neff. Here comes Bachelor now. He'll try to take advantage of the unfortunate misstep there. So does Bachelor have what it will take? They all go back single file racing with Alvecchio running 4th, McCormick running in 5th, Higgins running in 6th, Brian Neff in 7th, and Kevin Bachelor into the 8th spot. Here comes McCormick again with a bid down to the inside, trying to get the bottom to grip and rotate. He'll slide a little bit. Here comes the 40 of Higgins now. Rob trying to go the long way around. Oh no, he'll get loose again off turn number 4. These cars with the damage that they have and now the number of laps on the tires, they're starting to really show that they have some handling issues. Nothing has changed out front. It's still TJ Elaine, Bradley Steffen sitting there in 2nd, and Rex Hoyle running into the 3rd position. You're watching everybody else battle for 4th on back right here on the screen. It's the best battles we have throughout the field. Some of these drivers having damage, like the 40 of Higgins. Brian Neff was involved in a wreck. So was the 83 of Kevin Bachelor. One car down there on the bottom, that was Dwayne Hopkins. He's coming back out onto the raceway. He can pick up a position. Right now he's running 19th. He could pick up the spot if he can pass the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Just needs to complete one lap, but oh, look at this change of events. Here comes the 38 of Brandon Feeney. He is rolling now, so those two drivers are going to be on the same exact lap. Race leaders working themselves into lap traffic. There you see number 72, Rick Doss, rolling out of the way. Rick making his first start here with the series. See the number 72. Still side by side back here. That's the number 70 of McCormick. That was the 83 of Kevin Bachelor. And as these drivers continue to battle, Brian Bianchi keeps getting closer and closer in the mirror. And he's not the only one, because there's the 81 of Ken Allen. Allen is still, with the damage that he has gotten on the front end of that number 81, he's still clicking along pretty well. Mike Taschereau out there tonight. He'll pick up a spot. That was because, well, Chad Allcares was down on pit lane. So Taschereau picking up a spot. He'll take 15th now. He is currently sitting 4 laps down, though, to the race leaders. Hey, Aiden, You got pressure. Brian Neff right there in the 0-6. Oh, look, to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. No, he won't. He'll just duck it right back in line. That's because they were trying to go around the number 72 of Rick Doss also in the process. Working lap number 69. Nice here tonight. DJ Elaine still leading this one. Elaine, Stefan, Hoyle, the top 3. 30 laps remaining. One driver swinging way wide there. That's the number 70 of McCormick. He must be trying to reach for the top. That's the Top Row Brewing, always reaching for the top shelf stuff. Steve McCormick, one of those drivers that likes to brew his own beer in Ohio. Here, that's the new thing to do. Brian Neff looking once again, trying to get around Aiden Alvecchione. Alvecchione running into the 5th position. Neff looked like he wanted to clear himself up there, but Alvecchione with the momentum run down the front straightaway. Can he hold the top side there, keep the momentum wound up, holding the 0-6 of Brian Neff honest and down to the low end. Neff going to really drive it in that time. Almost clears the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. I think Aiden lifted just a little bit. Now they're going to make a little contact there. Aiden going to go up the speedway in turn 1. Now here comes Rob Higgins. Whoa, a couple cars together back there. Looked like the 14 of Brian Bianchi and the 83 of Kevin Batchelor got their bars locked together. They went for a slide. They're going to lose a spot there. Looks like Kevin Batchelor will fall back to the 10th position because that is Joshua Buckley rolling the outside. The Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry. Wonder if old Buckster's got any tennis balls left on that walker. Looking at the lap times, it's been about almost a full second fall off for some of these drivers. So with 25 to go, they're definitely holding on out here. Look, there's your race leaders. They're coming by. Coming by the line, TJ Elaine, Bradley, Stefan, and Rex Hoyle. That's the top 3. That's how they've been since we went back green flag racing. Oh, TJ Elaine with a little kiss of the wall that time on the exit of turn 2. Trying to give her everything she's got, Captain. There you see the 60. They're going another lap down. That is Luke Logan Allen. Allen running back into the 14th position. Next driver up on the chopping block for another lap. There is the Feeney call, number 38. You know, Brandon Feeney not only has his podcast, which is the Feeney Call on YouTube, where he talks to local grassroots racers from all over the world. Well, the podcast may be shutting down here in just a couple of weeks. All episodes will remain up on YouTube, but the Feeney Call Photography Group, something that Brandon Feeney has also started, absolutely loves it as the caution flag is out. Mike Taschereau running back into what is actually being scored as the 15th position, spinning around here with 20 laps to go. So Taschereau will bring the caution lights out on the speedway. Let's go back and see what happened to Taschereau. We let some of the race leaders go right on by, and then spun it off the exit of 4 by himself. Not sure if he had a tire going down there as he allowed everybody to get through. Right on board here. You hear him how he's out of the throttle. Just barely picks the throttle back up, and the car just spins it right around. So as that happened, it looks like the number 72 of Rick Doss going to get one of those laps back. He is the lucky dog recipient. Take a look at the timing and scoring. You notice that the number 40 of Rob Higgins is down pit road. Higgins came to pit road, and so did Ken Allen. They were able to put tires on their machines. Here you actually see Rob Higgins coming back out onto the speedway. So they came down and took tires with under 20 laps to go. Will they have enough time to utilize them is going to be the question. There's the race leaders, and while the lights are on the pace car race fans, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back after this.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
As you see it, race fans, the lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car, so we're ready to go. Put 15 laps up on that big board here tonight. It'll be TJ Elaine, Bradley Steffen, Rex Hoyle, Brian Neff with new life here as we're back to racing with just 15 laps to go. Great start by TJ Elaine, but Bradley Steffen with the look-alike color machine is hanging right there to the outside. Now he'll dive back in line, and he'll be able to get ahead of number 54, Rex Hoyle. We're going to watch a couple of these drivers back there. They got newer tires, but the laps are ticking. How about Brian Neff working the outside lane there on the Wiley veteran? Little Nerf bar contact down the front straightaway. Neff trying to work the outside. Rex Hoyle trying to keep his car down to the inside here. Look at Brian Neff. That car looking good here tonight. No sim rig problem so far with just 12 laps to go for himself. Just behind them, you still see Steve McCormick and Aiden Alvecchio, Joshua Buckley, Kevin Batchelor, and then it's Brian Bianchi. The drivers that came to pit road and got new tires, well, there you see one of them to the outside. Oh, Higgins got to bounce it off the wall. He was one of those drivers that just came to pit road, got tires, and the Higgins Hill Farm entry getting bounced around. Looks like he's got damage on the right-hand side of that Higgins Hill Farms, number 40. See if he's able to climb any more here. Ken Allen was another one of those drivers that was able to come to pit road. There you see Brandon Feeney. He's locked in a heated battle. He's battling Dwayne Hopkins right now back there. Front of the field with under 10 laps to go. DJ Elaine, Bradley Steffen, and Brian Neff here tonight. One driver out of line down the back straightaway. That's the 81 of Ken Allen. The Oscar Mayer entry was definitely making one of those Oscar Mayer bologna sandwiches. 8 laps to go. Little contact there between Batchelor and Bianchi. Bianchi got a little bit of out of shape and then had to go down to the apron just for just a moment. Came back up onto the speedway. More sparks with the 81. Laps are winding down. Take a peek at the race leaders. They're starting to separate themselves. P1 and P2, that is. Separating themselves from 3rd, 4th, and 5th here with just 6 laps remaining. He's been able to pick up 2 career victories with the series so far. TJ Elaine out front. He'll see 5 fingers in the air next time. He's won at one of the smallest tracks at South Boston, and he's won at Lanier. Well, put those tracks together and you equal the half mile that we have here tonight at Kern County. Can he pick up a half a mile speedway victory? Well, we're going to find out, because we're going to be 2 miles away from finishing this one off when they come by here. And a great run by Stefan. Stefan now right to the back bars there. He'll let him go down into the corner with just 4 laps remaining. Brian Neff going to make contact with the outside wall out of turn number 2. Here comes Rex Hoyle back on him. And how about Steve McCormick? He is having a night. McCormick running into the 5th position. 3 to go. Look at Bradley. He's going to the outside trying to build the momentum. Can the Toadcast entry build up enough momentum here tonight in the closing laps as the old popsicle sticks are going up? 2 laps to go. 1 more mile of racing here tonight on Thursday night with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series. The SK Modified Series, that is. These drivers are looking for the Culpeppers Bakery Cafe. 1 lap to go when it comes this time by. Problems for the number 60 just out in front of the race leaders as the white flag is flying. 1 final trip around the speedway. TJ Elaine getting stalked like he is, well, being stalked. Final time down the back straightaway. It'll be TJ Elaine picking up his 3rd career victory here tonight at Kern County. It'll be TJ Elaine, Bradley Steffen, and Brian Neff across the line. 3 rookies, 1, 2, and 3 here tonight in California. Then it's the wily veteran of Rex Hoyle, Steve McCormick, Aiden Alvecchio, Joshua Buckley, Kevin Batchelor, Brian Bianchi, and Ken Allen. There you have it. The top 2 drivers. Well, I was hoping TJ Elaine was going to be able to get that cart spun around, as now he'll do the celebrating. And he didn't even hit the wall, race fans, so he knows how to get it done here. As he does a little bit of celebrating, we will take a quick break here tonight, and we'll be back with your top 3 finishers after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Kern County tonight, and Bakersfield is where round number 7 is taking place. And I say taking place as in it has actually already happened. Tonight we have our top podium finishers after 100 laps of Hard-nosed short track racing here on a Thursday night. What do you say we head trackside already and just kick things off with the driver that finishes Pete number 3 tonight? An eventful one for you tonight, Brian, but a less eventful night from last week.
Yeah, I'm just happy to have a decent finish this week. I'm fairly new around here, and I made some changes to my equipment, and it wasn't working out. And I'm glad to be up front for a change.
You've had a lot of speed in the 06, maybe not the finishes that you think you should have, but it all came together here in California tonight. How hard was it? You had to start outside the top 10 and a big one down the back straightaway that you had to navigate through.
These guys race really clean. I mean, from what I can see, most everything's a racing incident, and it's hard to get around these guys. They got a good league going on here, so like I said, it's pretty rough coming from the back.
Well, you were able to get to the back, and you got to the front in a late race caution. Under 20 laps to go, we went back racing. Did you think you had anything left for TJ or Bradley that were out in front of you?
Well, my car had just started coming in right around there, and it was a little loose entering, but it was working great. And just my excitement, I made a few mistakes and kind of lost their back ends there right toward the end.
So you may have finished third here tonight. It's going to look great in the box score for the points championship, but you got to look at the schedule that's coming up here. We're done on the West Coast here. We're going to head back to the Northeast where the modifieds are king. We head to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway next week. What do you think the chances are of getting this 06 back to the front?
I like New Hampshire. Kern tonight was a new track for me, so just hopefully everything holds together for me. Like I said, it doesn't really much matter. These guys seem to have a good group here, and they all race pretty clean, so I'm excited for every week, really.
Well, it's good to see you out here as a rookie competing with some of the best short track racers on a Thursday night. What do you say we head to the microphone? Who's on the quarter panels of this 06 here tonight that makes it, one, as good looking at as it is, and two, as fast as she is?
Just Winn-Dixie and Can-Am, really. Race a lot with some buddies of mine, and just glad to be back. I've been gone for a little while. I'm glad to be back.
Well, we're glad to have you, and there it is, race fans. Brian Neff out here tonight. He will pick up P number 3 in the number 06. Picked up 9 spots here tonight, so he is the biggest mover and shaker here at the dance at Kern County. So if he finishes third, who will be the driver that finishes second? Well, how about this rookie here tonight, the driver out of Whitewater? How about it, Bradley? A great run and a brand new hot rod here tonight.
I can't believe it. I can't believe we've made the podium in our first race here with Red Light Racing. It's just, it's awesome.
Well, it's awesome to have somebody up here excited. But tell us about the racing out there tonight. You started back into the 4th spot. You hung around the top 3 all night, and you found yourself in a spot that you could take the victory here tonight away from that 51. But it looks like maybe just ran out of time.
Yeah, well, the 51 there, he's kind of my teammate, let's say, a.k.a. my boss. Anyway, it's been a struggle to get in here the past few weeks. I've been watching you, watching the races, listening to you. You do a fantastic job. But finally got my class back up, and we were able to join here tonight. We ran a practice last night, about 10 minutes left to go. I got P1 in that practice, and I didn't know what was going to happen here today. I was just, hopefully we qualify well. Stay up front, stay out of trouble, run a clean race, and wherever we finish. I was hoping for a top 5. I'd be happy with that. But getting on the podium, this is just awesome. But the race went great. It was pretty smooth. Just wanted to stay behind TJ. Find a good race pace, not burn the tires off, and we did exactly that, man.
Well, you said you didn't burn the tires off. That late race yellow, do you think you had anything left on those tires to get around that number 51?
I did. I told him, we were in the Discord, I told him, hey, let me, and he said, do it outside, make it phenomenal. I couldn't do it outside. I was a little quicker than him, on entry, and really the center speed is where I got him. but I'm happy with first race here. I couldn't be happier.
Well, now that you're here and you got race number 1 underneath the belt, what's the plan? Are we going to see you all season here on a Thursday night, or are you going to go pick and choose here on your favorite tracks for the rest of the season?
Oh no, we're here full time now, so I'll be here every week, sticking around.
Well, we look forward to seeing how you do this season tonight. Race number 1 went pretty well for you. Let's see who's on the side of this brand new skinned number 89.
Definitely like to thank Toadcast. TJ made the car for me. Turned out great. Like to thank you in the booth, Hangsters Motorsports, Red Light Racing, all the competitors that came out. And we'll see you boys next week.
There it is, his rookie start. And he is TJ Elaine's mom's favorite driver, race fans. The driver of car number 89, Bradley Steffen, right there tonight will pick up P number 2. That leaves one driver left, and I think he's finally calmed down. He was jumping all over like a spider monkey over here, race fans. How about it, TJ Elaine picking up another one here, this tonight being your 3rd victory of the season.
Oh man, 3 wins in 5 races, man. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't get any better than that. And this, I'm telling you, this was the hardest one out of all the races we've ran. I was sweating. I had sweat rolling down to my eyes. I knew Brad should have beat me. He was getting me on corner entry and exit, and I was doing everything I could to back the car down and keep it down on the bottom so that he, not giving him that opportunity. I told him, I said, man, if you're gonna go, you better try it on the outside, because I'm not giving the bottom up. It's just we kind of wanted to try to get an epic finish, but it didn't work out that way. But we're thankful we're here.
Well, you put on a heck of a show, and with that show, that points championship lead here tonight is going to start to grow. You came in with a 15-point lead. Jeff Aho, unfortunately, being scored well down the pecking order here tonight, so some breathing room finally, especially going into such a wild card race 1 week from now. We head to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's unlike any other track we've been to, and it's going to be like any track that we go to after it. What are your thoughts going into New Hampshire with those long straightaways and tight corners?
Yeah, New Hampshire hasn't ever been one of our best. It's one of those tracks. It's super wide, but it's completely flat, and you really got to be on the money every lap. It's going to be one of those races, like the field was kind of spread out today in qualifying, but last week it wasn't. There was a lot of top 10 guys were all separated underneath the tent. You'll see that next week at New Hampshire. I feel everybody is going to be so close, kind of like we were. Even though New Hampshire's a bigger place, we were all so close at Charlotte in speed that it took a mess up for anybody to gain any ground. So we're just going to go in. I'm expecting Brad. If we get into a situation where we're like where we were today, I'm going to expect Brad to be a little more aggressive now that he's gotten his feet wet. So I'm really hoping that we just keep rolling and have good finishes.
Well, you've been on a roll here as of late. We like to see if you can keep it going. So let's roll something else down here. Let's roll this red carpet out. Hand you the microphone for your 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, so on the car this week, we're debuting 5189 Esports, which is Brad and I. He's been trying to get in for a while. We've got Elaine's National Short Track Championship. We're running 4 cars, 2 nights, which is Friday and Saturday night. We'll be running 4 bangers and SKs on Friday night, and street stocks and late models on Saturday night. We'd like to thank our buddy Pete Polini. I want to thank Brad for finally getting up here and coming to run with us. We got a 1-2 finish. That was fantastic. I want to thank Tim for watching, Brad, all of our supporters, everybody that's been watching us for weeks. I mean, it's been such a long time. I couldn't... these races are not easy. They're not easy at all. And for these guys to go out here, and we only had a couple of cautions today, it's real hard racing. So hats off to every one of the guys that are out there in the field running around, showing up every week.
There you have it. He's your winner. He's on a roll this season. His 3rd win here On Thursday nights, it's going to go to TJ Elaine. TJ Elaine picking up another win. He'll extend the points championship lead headed in to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So with that being about said, race fans, we thank you tonight for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network and for all of the partners that make this thing possible. The Checkered Flag Auto Supply along with Red Light Racing. Race fans, we all thank you for tuning in here tonight. And until we see you next time, stay safe. And we'll see you in Turn 3.